problem, problem 63. I'd like you looking at the graph on that page, and then we can shut our books, but you need to see the graph, okay? I said already, but that's okay. Page 511. Yes, Zayed.
Can I answer part A?
Yes. Let me just tell the audience back home the question. A is, what is the maximum density of water?
1.000.
Yeah, this is one. This is the density of water here, okay? Density of water, and it's in grams per milliliter, or grams per cubic centimeter, okay? And that's the maximum density. Water doesn't become that much. Water doesn't not become denser than that unless it's under pressure, etc. But at normal pressures, atmospheric pressures, that's it. Clear? Okay? Now, at what temperature does it achieve that? 4 degrees. Now, look what happens. What happens to the density when it gets colder than 4 degrees? It gets less dense. That's why the ice will float.
That's why Lake Tahoe doesn't freeze over.
Well, Lake Tahoe doesn't freeze over for a variety of reasons.
This is the reason you explained it why.
Yeah, well, yes, correct. In other words, for a body of water to freeze, even a puddle. Thank you, Mansour. Even for a puddle, the whole body of water has to be 4 degrees Celsius. The whole body of water has to be that way. You can't get colder than 4 degrees Celsius unless the whole body of water is that way. Now, Lake Tahoe is not that far north, but it is in the mountains. It's not up at the peaks of the mountains, but it is at a high elevation. Now, the problem with Lake Tahoe, though, is that it's certainly not that round, but it is roundish. So the point is that it has a large surface area. Lake Baikal, which is much colder, it's in southern Siberia, not very far from the northern Mongolian border, so it's not northern Siberia. The reason Lake Baikal freezes, and Lake Baikal is almost 3 times deeper, has 3 times the depth of Lake Tahoe. Lake Baikal is a very narrow, very deep lake, but it's very narrow, and it gets much less sun. So, yes, I explained it this way, that for a body of water to freeze, the whole body of water has to be 4 degrees. The whole body of water. And then it'll freeze. Clear? Now, I go through this in greater detail in chapter 13. Clear? When we talk about properties of matter. Now, remember I added a lot of material relative to thermodynamics, etc.? That's on the test. The caveat was that, yes, we're not having the entire chapter on thermo, but I wanted to put some thermo on the test, on the exam, that I covered already. And I did cover the underpinnings of thermodynamics when I did chapter 13. Clear? And the only place you have that information is on the lecture online, the book lecture. Clear? So you may want to, you're going to have to access that. Clear? Okay. That's what number is that?
63.
That's 63. All right, I'm done.